Should I use my sexy voice? Hello, ladies.
All right.
You can do whatever you want, Marcus. I don't.
Do it. Did you just cut my mic?
No, I'm gonna do it. All right.
This episode is brought to you by marketing consulting firm The Bonafide Lyrics and Marketing, LLC, where creativity meets business. You can check us out at www.theblm.com for more information on how we help local artists and creatives maximize their business presence. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
It's the All Love, No Fear podcast.
Hey.
It's the All Love, No Fear podcast.
Hey.
Check us out. It's the All Love, Oh, No Fear podcast. All Love, Oh, No Fear podcast.
Hey.
Hey. Not what? Like Fat Albert, Bill Cosby. Hey. But just, hey y'all. Welcome to the last podcast episode for the year. We're recording this on New Year's Eve. Deacon New Year's Eve. Whoop. We made it to the end of 2019. Hey. We made it to the end of 2019. Hey.
2020.
2020. 2020. Hey. 2020.
We have a full room today.
Yes, everybody here.
Everybody. Well, a lot of people here.
Not everybody. A lot of people here.
All right. We have a full room. We have our host, Miss
It's me,
Kaybee, who is here.
Shimmy.
We have myself, the co-host, Mr. Mark Metapoetic Bennett.
You was about to say Metapoetic?
Yep.
Metapoetic.
Metapoetic. That is my name.
Yeah, that's him.
And then we have two other guests.
Yes, two of our nearest and dearest.
Nearest and dearest friends.
Dearest.
That's what I'm about to call y'all, nearest and dearest.
In that warm, fuzzy space.
What I will say is you have to get close to the mic.
Oh, I'll get closer to the mic.
Bring the mic closer to you.
Yeah, because there's room.
Just like that?
Yes.
Just like that? All right.
And talk it so I can get the whole voice.
All right.
The whole voice.
The whole voice. Okay, so introduce yourself.
All right, so we have Mr. Marcus Cato.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Marcus Cato.
Yes.
I'm always here to have a good time, Yeah.
Me and Kristin, but we have mad stuff on the table. We look crazy. We have a video.
Oh,
that.
You know what?
Let's clear up this table.
We look crazy.
You sound like my mom right now. Clean up the table. We got guests in the house.
But we do have guests in the house.
But you know what? You're right. We do have guests in the house. But you know what? We always be having stuff on this table. Because what was it that I had that was on the table that was blocking me last time?
It was something.
I don't know, whatever. It was doing a good job of blocking my midsections. I'm fine with that.
Marcus Cato. Me and Kristin both knew Marcus separately.
Yes.
Before we knew him together.
Yes. So, quick story time.
Story time.
So, when I went to Hofstra in 2005, I was a commuter that first semester, and one of the first people I remember meeting on campus was Marcus.
That's wild, yeah.
I don't know if it was in the Hammer Lab or on the Unispan, but I met Marcus somehow.
My first real memory of you is on the Unispan after a party.
At the party? What was I doing on the Unispan?
It was after a party, like maybe a couple of days, and I saw you, you saw me, and you were like, you were at that party. I was like, yeah. And
it was some Hofstra USA party. I
don't remember what happened during this party, but apparently I spun you around and kissed you on the hand.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you did. And I was like, what is the matter with him? That guy's weird.
Having a great time.
It was a fun time.
It was a great time.
I was like, hey, that's you from the party. Strange guy.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, oh, that's the homie.
Indeed.
And then a few years later, my friend Sarvi, shout out to the good sis Sarvi.
Love her.
That's my girl. She sort of introduced me to Mark, which is, why she's special. But so a couple years later, one of me and Sarvi's friends, Tara, was having her birthday weekend.
Well, before you get to that, because that's how the path passed.
Yes.
I knew Marcus for a long time. He went to the church I went to.
Yeah.
And he was a young dude. I think I knew of Memorial Presbyterian Church. I knew of him for a while. We didn't really get close to like college.
College, yeah.
Yeah. And
I think you had already graduated and I was still running amok.
He was in fact running amok.
Not much has changed.
No, he was.
He was in fact running amok.
Yes, very much present.
But yeah, like we were close then. We used to always hang out all the time. A lot of places, if you saw Marcus, you saw Mark.
A lot of places.
You saw like a lot of places.
Yeah.
A lot of places we won't mention.
Not mentioned at all. Not mentioned.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Loving the listed. Loving the
Like church. Church.
Yes, church. That's one of the places we were together. Yes, praise be to God.
But yeah, like, it was cool. We used to hang out all the time, but like, and like I said, we knew Sarvi also together because Sarvi used to come to our church with the Hofstra Gospel Ensemble and sing at a church. So I knew Sarvi from there. So we knew Sarvi from there. What happened was, he was in college, and then he I don't know how to explain. It's not called recruited. It's called
Enlisted.
He enlisted in the United States Army.
Yeah,
yes.
It was a good time.
And then so we knew when he was leaving. So me and a good friend of ours, Mark Francis.
Shout out to Mark Francis.
We decided to plan a barbecue.
Yes.
A barbecue for him, and like we so before we get into that, Kristin's story is basically saying that she So
yeah, Sarvi and I were hanging out the weekend that this party was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I had intended to come to this barbecue, but because I was coming, I'm a person who hates like going to parties with extra stuff. I don't know why, but I don't like having extra like bags or just extra anything. I just like to be able to kind of move freely. Absolutely. And I think I was coming from Sarvi's house because we had been there for the weekend, and I had like my like weekend bag or whatever. In retrospect, it probably wasn't huge, but I just was like, oh, I don't want to go to no place in the park with like no overnight bag. Like, where am I going to put that? Like, I just wasn't really like, which sounds horrible, but like, that's just really where my mindset was at.
Everybody just assume you're doing a walk of shame.
Yeah, I was just like, I just didn't want to deal with any of that. So me and Sarvi got on the Long Island Railroad, and she got off at Jamaica because I think I was riding the train to Hempstead, and she was getting off at Jamaica to transfer to take the train to Hicksville. And I was like, okay, I'm going to see you later. Tell Marcus I said what's up. So she goes to the party.
Yeah. So keep in mind, I have not met Kristin before.
Yes. So I don't know him.
I don't know how.
I
don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea who Kristin is.
I don't know who Mark is either. I don't know him.
So that would have been an instance where we might have met, but it did not happen.
Yeah.
So Sarvi comes. Just on a side note, that was the greatest barbecue I've ever been to in my life. That barbecue was
it's a legendary barbecue. They still talk about it.
That barbecue was so lit. Because like what we did was we were like, me and Mark Francis was like, all right, we're gonna tell everybody we're having a barbecue, and we're gonna ask with the invite. We're gonna say, what are you bringing with food? We said that with every invite we had a little paper that says, hey, what are you bringing?
Yep.
So we said it to everybody. We gave Marcus a few to give to his family. He has a big family, so you can have a lot from that.
It's 50-11 of them. They is deep.
The Catos are deep.
Yeah,
so
they is deep. It's 50-11.
So like and all our friends. So it's like and people from the church and everything. So we invited who we wanted, and so everybody came and had to bring a dish. So in the beginning, everybody was worrying. I was like, it'll be fine. So like we just made some hot dogs and hamburgers in the beginning, waiting, and then after a while, overflowing food.
Your mother kept being because your mother came to help out, and your mother was like, nobody's here. Where's all the food? And she was like, after a while, it was like, where am I gonna? They keep bringing stuff. Where am I gonna put it? She's like, I couldn't put the food anywhere. It was just so much stuff.
You gotta wait that additional hour for everything to get going.
Yeah, and I knew it was gonna take time because, like, number one, it was on a Sunday, so everybody had to come out of church, and they had to go home, change their clothes. Like, so I knew it was gonna take some time. But like that barbecue everybody was having fun. It was like a lot of people there. Everybody was just dancing, having fun. It was like people playing. It was like a bunch of kids playing back. It was so many people. We took over that whole park.
Yeah, it made no sense.
So many people.
I didn't know where half these people came from.
Yeah. I was saying move the camera a little bit closer up because like your head is kind of cutting. It's kind of.
Your melon is taking up all the space.
Yeah, like I can see Marcus, but like I can't see my own head.
I give up.
But you can still get it from this one, though, right?
Yeah,
okay.
If you gotta just we work on it.
Anyway, so
So like, It was
Kent
good.
was at this barbecue as well, right?
Yeah,
Ken
Ken
was
was at the
Was I at
barbecue.
this barbecue?
Yeah, you was
I
at
think
the
You were at this
You were
legendary barbecue.
DJing.
Oh, you were the DJ?
No, he
Okay.
wasn't
My
DJ.
father
No.
DJ.
Your father,
My
okay.
father DJ.
Oh,
Okay. But you had to be there, Ken.
Yeah,
You was there.
I'm sure you were there.
Everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
It makes no sense that everybody was there.
This
You
is
were
the
not.
one before I left for the Army, for basic.
I can't remember. I'm old.
Bruh, yeah.
You was probably there.
You were there.
We'll assume I was there.
Yeah, but like it was a good time. It was interesting. But all that to say, it was funny how like I found out later that Kristin would have been there, but she was not.
Yeah.
And like it was good. It was like a lot of people there. It was good love. But Marcus was cool. He's as you heard, he's in the Army now.
Yes. Been down
He's
10
in the
years
Army now.
strong.
Yeah,
10 years. 10 years, yeah.
10 long years. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was in 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2009 when you went to basic.
Yeah. And came back from basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2009 was, I guess 2009 was the year that we met too.
Yes.
So we met at the end of that year.
Yeah.
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 And then like we went to, I remember when he was like, we had just started talking and he was like, oh,
I'm going to his house.
I'm going to my friend. My friend is coming back from basic training. They're having a party at his house. I'm like, what friend? Marcus. I'm like, Marcus who? Tito? So then I'm like, oh, I know Marcus. I was supposed to come to that barbecue, but I didn't go. So we
Yeah.
go to the house. Marcus comes in and is like,
Why are you here?
never forget it. Marcus was like, excuse me? You know her? You know each other?
Why is this happening? Why is this a thing?
Marcus is so confused.
Listen, I had left knowing one thing, and I
Right,
came back.
because when
and it was
Marcus
something
left,
completely
I
else.
was dating another individual.
Yes,
Who's
both
his
of
friend?
you were.
Who's his friend?
He was my friend.
Yes, we both were the last time.
Yeah.
We were both with different people. So then Marcus came back and was like, y'all,
It's like, okay.
me is confused. A lot happens when you go on basic training, I guess. I don't know.
Basic train means a lot.
Yes.
Hey,
A
these
lot.
past 10 years have been a roller coaster, to say the least.
Yeah.
Especially with changes and it's wild, and I love it. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
That was a big introduction.
Yes.
Only reason it was so big because it's Kent here. Kent has been our routine guest. I'm going to call you Parks from now on.
Yeah,
I'm the voice.
Ken,
Voice y'all
a.k.a.
can't
Parks,
see.
a.k.a. Race Relations.
Because he just randomly comes all the time.
Can't be over here all the time. Can't be over
I
here.
just be in the
You're
background.
just gonna be the third. You're gonna be the third member of the group from now on. The
All Love No
unofficial-
Fear podcast
Third
featuring Joe Butt,
Whoa.
Wait.
featuring Kaybee, Metapoetic, and Kentastic, a.k.a. Parks.
Fantastic. I like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna start putting that down. It's the host KB, Metapoetic, and sometimes Kent.
Sometimes Ken.
And sometimes
Pop
Kent.
it.
Ken has popped in on a few episodes, just like on some random, like, oh, I'm here. Let me just,
He's
hold
gonna
up.
be, he's gonna be in sometimes Kent.
And sometimes Ken.
Sometimes
Yes.
good.
Sometimes Ken.
What
Yes.
you gonna do?
Ken is the homie. Okay.
I've actually known everyone here.
Shoot.
Everyone here through church, so we
Yeah.
all go back a long time.
Long time.
Long
good.
time.
I guess I am the old head, aka grandpa.
Yeah.
So, you know, if my memory if I don't remember my memory, I don't know.
Word.
Give me some memory pills or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to give him some ginkgo biloba.
Ginkgo
Biloba.
Biloba.
And in true Parks fashion, if you don't watch the Joe Budden podcast, you don't understand the reference. You'll be fine though.
Actual facts. Actual facts.
But in true Parks fashion, you don't see him in camera.
Exactly. I'm not in camera.
You just hear him.
You just hear the voice.
Yes, he's here.
I'm here.
The
Maybe-
mysterious disembodied voice.
Yes. It's like there's a guy talking.
Voice.
Yes.
There's a guy. All right.
All right, so we're gonna go right into
Also, ladies, I'm a Pisces. Holler.
All right, nope.
Listen,
Is Marcus a Pisces too?
Yeah, I'm a Pisces too.
we're different Pisces,
But
Yeah,
yeah, because
yeah.
are you a cusper?
I'm a cusper.
He's a cusper. He's an Aquarius Pisces.
Yeah.
and I'm a Aries Pisces.
He's you're Pisces.
You're
Pisces.
I'm
You're
Pisces.
Pisces.
Pyreries.
Marcus is a
Aquarius.
I'm Aquarius. It depends on the day, I think.
He's a Aquarius.
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 that
Aquarius.
works.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. I was trying to figure out a way to combine those two words, and I wasn't really.
I was
arriving.
gonna I was gonna say Aquarius.
Aquarius.
That works.
Aquarius. I can't. Aquarius. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. We'll show it that. We'll go with that.
Aquarius.
Oh, I didn't know. You are a cusper. You're right. I'm an Aquarius. Gang, gang. There is no cusp. I'm here.
No.
Gang, gang. We here.
Squad.
Squad up.
Squad up.
Squad.
Squad up. Aquarius gang all day. Our season is coming. Nobody's checking for them Capricorns or anybody else. Aquarius season on the horizon.
Hey, man.
All right, it's cool.
That's all.
All right. But shout out to the people.
Yes. we'll talk about 20 minutes. What's people
We don't even know what's going on.
on here?
Well, this is the Olo No Fear podcast.
Yes,
by the way.
that's us. Yes.
It's straight on love right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Shout
Right
out.
spot.
Yes.
Shout out to the people on Spotify,
Yes, shout out to
On
the people
Apple
on
Mo-
Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher,
Podbean,
Podbean,
Himalayas.
which you always remember. I never.
No,
remember.
because somebody from that I know from Barbados apparently listens on Himalayas, so that's why I know that it's a thing.
Word. Nice.
We got international listeners. International listeners.
We out here, sir.
We out here
We
in
out
the
here.
streets. Gang, gang.
We out here.
Gang, gang. Shout out to our American listeners, the Asian listeners, wherever you are in the world listening. Maybe you traveling internationally, you plan our joint in France.
Even if
Yes.
with
Yeah.
our like a small listener base, it's still like fun to like hear people who listen to the podcast because like you said, you just ran into somebody who like listened to it.
Yeah, the good sis Shandera, another NPC member. Y'all remember Shandera? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw her on the train yesterday randomly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on her way. She's either on her way or should be in Europe right now.
Balling out.
Fancy.
Living
Living
her
your
best
best
life.
Yeah, and then like we have like random people, older people in the church who listen to our podcast,
Which is like soups weird. Like I appreciate the listening, but then when they be like, "Oh, we listen to the podcast," I'm like, "Do you?"
You know. Oh.
Just looks of judgment.
No, like I just be like, "What did I say?" Because I'll be honest, when I leave here, I don't know what I be saying. But once we end recording, I don't know. I listen to it like, "Oh, I said that."
good times.
Interesting.
Good times.
All right, okay, cool.
We
But
rock it.
support. We
Indeed.
thank you. We thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for support.
Um,
So
What's up
we
next?
We go right into our love it or lose it.
yes, and Marcus sort of inspired the idea for this one. You know,
Yeah,
guests
look at me.
that bring content. Yes, God.
Inspiration all day.
Yes, God. That's what we like here. Guests that bring content.
Guests brought content, but on the flip side, we know before we announce it now. But
Yes.
but we didn't still have that much time.
Yeah, but we literally discussed and agreed on what this was going to be like, maybe 15 minutes ago. So,
Yeah, right before we started. So
Yeah.
it's not that we had time to think about it, but this is the first time we
Adaptability.
we know it.
Adaptability.
We know
Yes,
it before.
adaptability.
Yeah.
gotta use
So the love it or lose it are instead of the last 2 decades, and we're doing it in sets of 5, and we're trying to say which of the sets of 5 years would you love or would you lose? Lose, throw it away. I don't want it. Love, okay, we cool. I'm
This
rocking
was a
with
good time. Yeah.
and that's between 2000 and 2004,
I'm sorry for
2005 to 2019,
That's a long gap. 2019?
2005 to 2009. I'm sorry.
Oh. I was gonna say, that's
2010 to 2014, 2015 to 2019.
So once again, your choices: 2000 to 2004, 2005 to 2009, 2010 to 2014, 2015 to 2019.
I'm going to ask our guests to go first. We just lose it.
Which one would you lose of those 4 blocks of time?
You go first, Kent, because I want to redo on all the first 3.
He's like, the whole thing can go. Honestly.
No, because I have to think about this because each of these kind of has stages.
Right.
2015 and 2019 is like now, and I don't really necessarily want to throw it away. What was the other one? 2010 to 2014. That's when everybody was getting married, which meant a whole lot of marriages, a whole lot of open bars. So I want to keep that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Important
that was a good
reasons.
time, very
Important
good,
reasons.
yeah.
So which one do you want to lose?
Lose would honestly be 2000 to 2004. Top of my head, 9/11.
Okay.
Ooh, bet,
Okay.
bet.
Yes, I have to be the serious one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, you made that
Let
guy.
me just bring it all down.
I was like a little dark. Okay.
let me just start by being dark.
Let's bring it back down.
Because when I first wrote that out, I wasn't even thinking about no 9/11.
Yeah, no, I can think that.
and you think about like I don't know, like I still remember, I remember the day, but it's like I was in college,
Yeah.
I was chilling, like that was senior year, and
I lived in
y'all
a
were
whole
probably
other country.
y'all were like what,
I was in
elementary school.
No, we were in high school. He was in
school?
11th grade.
I feel like you trying to do
Don't
that.
disrespect us.
I'm just saying,
Just because you 300 years old, Kent.
Don't come for
You were
us.
11th grade.
Watch your mouth.
Sure.
I was an entire 15 years old. Okay? Don't play me.
Ken was like,
grade.
you was in Head Start.
Wow.
In Head Start.
Wow,
Watching
disrespectful.
9/11.
Back in my day.
Girl, bye.
All right.
What about you, Marcus?
All right, yeah. So 2000 to 2004 was high school. All right, so I'm looking at it like high school is Interesting. High school, yeah, but I went to the Waldorf School of Magic at that point in time. Remember?
Waldorf School of Magic.
Yeah, the Waldorf School of Garden City. Shout out, I love them still. But that was an interesting period. I wasn't really my own person yet, so I'm gonna leave that in the formative year part. 2005 to 2009, that was Hofstra, and that's when I started becoming my own man. And God only knows that that still needs some work. 2010 and through 14, those were some rough years. I'm just got out into the Army. I've been deployed by that time, and it's been and had a couple of adventures. It's really rough. It's really rough. I would have to go with the Hofstra years. I'd lose the Hofstra years. I loved as much time as I went and met Kristin and me and Mark when I got tight through those years. But I could have done so much better during those years. You know what I mean?
2005, 2009?
Yeah, 2005, 2009. I could have been balling out right now had I invested in Google early. You know what I mean?
Man, I wish. I always, because back in the day, I used to work for, full disclosure, the worldwide leader in sports. And I feel like I had an opportunity to buy ESPN stock. And if I had bought ESPN stock at like $30...
Before he got bought by Disney. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
You could have been rich all now, friend.
I would have been like, I could actually buy Apple stock. I'd have enough money to buy Apple stock now. I'm like, but I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, that's one of my regrets.
So, word to the Vice kids, buy stocks if you can.
Yeah. Do it early.
I remember when Bitcoin was $100.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
It's more than that now?
It's like 9. No, it was at 7.
7?
It was at 7 a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I remember when Bitcoin was $100.
Went down.
Oh, we should have hopped on the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They went. I think they went down to like 2,000. But still,
really?
You
It's
remember
still 100.
Yeah, from 100 to now. Jeez.
Yikes.
And there's a point when Bitcoin was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was at like 10,000, 14,000, something stupid. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we had 7,000.
Yeah.
7,300.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
One Bitcoin.
Yeah. So, okay. Kent?
What?
Kent gave his.
I gave mine.
You gave yours. You gave yours.
Marcus gave his. Me?
Yeah, you too.
I am going to go. When I wrote this out, I had an immediate answer. My immediate answer was 2000 to 2004. I would throw that decade away, or that period of time away. It was a rough time.
Yeah.
It was really rough. Like, I think that was about the time that I, my grandfather passed away. I left Barbados unwillingly and came to New York. Didn't really like that very much.
Yeah.
Ended up moving out of the house like senior year of high school. It was a rough time. I mean, there were good moments, but it was a rough time. I would throw away 2005 to 2009 as well because you know who I dated. So throw that whole thing away. Can we just throw away like 2?
Can we pick 2?
The 2000 to 2009.
Pick
Can we just throw that away?
Let's pick one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2000 to 2004 were probably the hardest years out of this block of time. So I would probably throw away 2000 to 2004.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2004 was trash. It was, and I think it was like high school was trash. I don't care what anybody says.
High school is trash.
High school
kind of sucks.
High school was trash. In terms of music, it was a great years.
Yeah.
Oh, fam.
Like, if it was just music,
bops. Endless bops. Endless. Like, it was just like so many people were outside.
like Blueprint came out.
Yeah.
DMX was out here in the streets.
Black Album came out.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
2004 was
Bops.
awesome.
Bops.
Music, awesome. But
The white people was giving us bops too, because Backstreet and NSYNC and all of that. It was just bops for days. Bops everywhere.
What I realized, and we're going to go over this when we do the music, is that when things are terrible, is when great music comes up. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot. That was the age of Napster.
Yeah,
Napster was so big.
That's what I'm trying to say. In terms of art was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
In 2004. My life? Nah.
Art imitates life.
Yeah, my life was not great.
Yeah, towards the end of that, it's fine, because that's when I started going to Hampton, which is cool. But my life? Nah. I'm out. Get out of here.
Looking at that last block, though, from 2000... It's to 2015 to 2009, the most adult and mature I have ever been.
As you should be. As it should be.
Because you're 35 almost.
I am 33.
Okay, so
don't give me them 2 years.
So am I.
Don't give me them
Like 35 is around the corner, friend.
Around the corner.
It's around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's move on. So Sir Kent.
Yes.
What's your love it of that block?
I'm gonna go with 2010 to 2014. Like I said, because this was the all my friends getting married. So this is the wedding times and seeing everybody dance and be happy.
Kent DJ'd our wedding, by the way, and it was litty.
I mean, this was. I got someone
Yeah.
someone in the wheelchair went out and did Palance. And if anybody is Caribbean and know about Palance, you know the deal.
R.I.P. That was my grandmother.
Rest in peace
rest
to
in peace.
grandma.
Yeah, but it was good.
2010.
Mom
this
had a
was-
blast.
Yeah, my
she
grandmother
had a
was
She had a
out
blast.
here palancing on the.
I was like,
In the wheelchair.
and she was over there like, hee hee hee. I'm like, no, this is dangerous. This is very,
But
very
no,
dangerous.
it's you gotta memories.
She's she's not West Indian by any nature. But
No,
she
she's-
was
And
having
she
fun.
got down. That's
She was
I
having
didn't
fun.
even know that. Now
she-
that I know
she-
that,
she-
that's even better.
She's all forms of American.
That's even now that I know that, that's even better.
But it was a great memory.
But
Yeah.
no, what else? 20. I was still at ESPN. I do like ESPN, and I do. I wish everybody who had a chance who works there take advantage of it. It's just that there's so many great people that work there. It's a little bit hard to advance. And then if you're trying to drive up every weekend, it gets to be a hassle. And then when you actually call Motel 6 your home because that's where you're at every weekend. It's. But no, 2010 to 2014, I gotta keep.
Okay.
Indeed.
And there was still dope music. I feel like that came out around that time.
Word.
I gotta look it up, but
Yeah.
I want to
there's
say yeah.
a lot of great stuff came out during that time. Yeah. Thanks. I mean, Rihanna was out here giving the girls albums every year. Of course, it was great. Come on.
And I need to double check, but Kanye did have a good period during that time.
No, 2010 was March. We'll
20.
get to it.
We'll get to 20. We had that discussion.
We're getting it.
Okay.
We're getting
We're
it.
gonna get to the music.
We're getting it.
But I feel like yeah.
Yes.
My love it would have to be the 2015 to 2019. Like it's been looking back at that past 20-year span. It was formative. It's brought me to where I am at today, and I'm pretty happy. I mean, I still got some work to do, but like.
You were going through a lot a few years, so
Yeah,
I think now it's like the most comfortable I think I've seen you.
yeah. Life is not hard right now
Yeah.
for no reason.
because like for a while I think you were just going through a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's emotionally, like you was going through a lot. But I think this is the most fun you've had.
Yeah, I've been having a
And
great time.
not crazy, but just fun and just like happy.
Yeah, like
I think this is the most I've seen you happy.
those previous years, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of happiness
Yeah.
involved, but there was a lot of bad decisions that
Correct.
went involved in those happiness.
Yeah, yeah.
We were talking about one of them.
Yeah,
the
we're
other day.
talking about it. So, right now, that 2015, 2019,
Yeah.
I'm ready for 2020. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. You
That's
know
good.
what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
My love it. This is a hard one.
I have between two also, but I think I know which one. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go with 2010 to 2014.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I go with that because that's when we like officially started dating, got engaged, got married within that span, and I think that was a really great time in terms of like us like building and getting to know each other and kind of setting the foundation for the life that we're living right now. I also think that was a good time like in terms of like professionally because that's when I like finally graduated from my master's program. Thank God.
Praise God. Praise God.
And I finally like started actually working in my field and getting the experience that sort of like propelled me to where I am right now. So yeah, I think that's kind of my favorite period of time. I think that's when like I felt like my life started turning around and better things were starting to happen. Like I think 2000 to 2009 was very like, it wasn't horrible, but it was like a lot of like challenging experiences that I had to kind of learn the hard way through some of it. And I feel like 2010 to 2014 is where I really started to see the fruition of the lessons I had learned and the better decisions that I had started making, like being manifest in my life. So I think that's why I choose 2010 to 2014.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was the one that was close behind?
2015 to 19.
Okay, that was mine.
Okay.
I think my one was 2010, 2014. For a lot of things you said. I think I feel like I had my life more together at that time.
Yeah.
I think about that.
Yeah, there was prospective jail time at one point. I remember.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
We'll talk about this off mic.
That's off mic.
Because I want to know this story. Because Marcus is Mark's friend that be knowing all the random stories. Because Marcus isn't around, I don't get all the tea. So Marcus
just say, "Oh, so what about that music? What about the music?"
Right, Marcus just move on. Like I don't want to. Marcus would be like, "Well, actually,
what
let me tell you, this one time at band camp."
Nope.
So you know what? We'll talk about this offline.
2005, 2009. I think was like, I think it's they're all three are close together. 2010, 2005, 2015, like they're all close together. I think my number 2 is 2005, 2009 because that's kind of when I developed into who I am today. It's kind of where I developed. That's when I started doing spoken word poetry. I did a lot of things in terms of like black issues at that time. I think I kind of more developed into who I am and comfortable in who I am at that time. That's why I put that there. I think that's when I became the most comfortable with myself.
Okay.
Preach. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I think that's the only reason why I said I choose that because, like I said, high school is trash.
That can universally be agreed upon.
Yeah.
Garbage.
But 2005, 2009, I was in college, and college was cool to me. I developed great friends there, and it was interesting. And like a lot of things I figured out how to deal with and like how to move through it. So it was it was a years of growth, a lot of years of growth. But that is our love it or lose it.
Word.
Love it or lose it. Hey. So.
I wasn't done. It was just broken so I could join the song.
Okay, love it or lose it. Love it or lose it. Hey,
love it
or lose it. Hey, love it or lose it.
Love it.
Hey,
or lose it.
Hey,
Love it.
Hey,
Or lose it. Hey, love it.
Hey,
Or lose it.
Hey,
Love it.
Hey,
Or lose it. Hey. Ken, I know that you off mic, but like you got to participate. In the song break.
I'm just learning that this is a new thing.
Ken was over there like,
Remember the part where he said, I just randomly come in and come out. This is the new.
oh, you haven't witnessed this in person.
Yes, this is witnessing this in person is just
It's a lot.
It's a lot for me to take in.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I gather.
All right.
All right. So
Where do we want to start?
So once again, if you have any love or loser topics, you can always email us at alllovenofearpcast@gmail.com. And so in terms of topics, we're not going to really do like a full topic. This is supposed to be it's more fun day.
Fun day.
Like we're just doing like
Sunday
decade
fun day.
reflections.
Yeah.
And like just
Looking back
looking back at the highlight reel of our lives over the last 9 years.
So which one do you want to do first?
I don't know. Do we want to start with music? Do we want to start with movies?
Let's do music because we were doing it before.
All right.
Yeah.
All
let's
right.
go with
So
Yes. So
we-
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, we're going to try to think of like what are the top 10 albums that we've listened to this year. This in the last decade. Let's have a conversation on how hard this was.
10 is hard.
It's hard.
But
10
this
is hard.
that conversation.
We're talking about the decade, not the
From
year.
2010,
The
decade.
The
2010,
Okay.
2010 to
now.
2019.
I had to like literally look it up.
Yeah.
It is.
Mad stuff came out.
It was hard.
Oh,
Because
I just thought of another one.
we'll come back. We'll come back.
Yeah. Keep it in your head.
But
Keep it in your head.
the reason why it was so hard, we realized like the two big years in music in those last 10 years was 2010 and 2017.
Yo.
I would say.
Mad stuff came
And
out.
I think 2010 is a big year because I think anytime like at the end of a decade, a lot of people release their music so they can do it at that time. 2017 was a big year because that was the year after Donald Trump was elected. And I realized great music comes from being angry. Because like remember, right after he elected, Tribe Called Quest dropped their album.
Yes.
That started it off.
Solange gave us seat at the table.
That started it off, and then it just went crazy from there.
Yeah, because Solange said, "Don't touch my hair." Cranes in the sky. She was giving us a lot of like Black Power, down with the white man tees. Like it was very empowering.
Barack Obama was awesome, but music at that time, I don't know what was happening.
It was a little mediocre. Black people were happy. We was, for the most part. So it was a little, it wasn't mediocre. I shouldn't say mediocre. It just wasn't hitting the same.
Black people are like Mary J. Blige. We're all the same thing. Mary J. Blige, I do not want to hear you happy.
No, never.
No, we don't want no happy
married now.
I will say though that breakthrough album, that album is good. That was Happy Mary when she was still with Ken Do. But that was a good album. I like that album. But other than that, she can keep the happy albums. I'm fine.
But yeah, so because like the music was just like a lot of party music and stuff like that. But like 2010, with a lot of music came out in 2010. We were talking about how My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out that year. Dreams and Nightmares came out that year. Major Key came out that year. Major Key came out that year. What else came out that year?
Mad Things.
It was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I had the list up on my phone before.
But the point of it is, like, a lot of music came out that year, and so we were trying to figure it out, navigate through it. This for like all 10 years. Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
My tops for,
and we're going to try to put this. We're going to put our list up on social media.
Yeah.
When this episode drops, also.
Excuse me. Yes. So this is in no particular order. And honestly,
that's as important to know.
Yes, there's no particular order. This is literally just my brain, me thinking, what do I want to have on here?
Yeah.
So
do your top 10, then you do the honorable mentions.
Yeah, my top 10. Okay, hold on, because I had started writing. What did I do with it? My top 10. Aha. So my top 10 in no particular order. And this is really, really hard. And I still don't know if I 100% agree with my top 10, but I'm just going to go with it. So Janelle Monáe, Dirty Computer. That album is the shiznit.
Yes.
Like everything about it. It's like perfection sonically, in my opinion. I like it the best out of all the albums that she's put out, to me. That's my favorite one of all of them. So Dirty Computer. And it was Grammy nominated. The people know what time it is. B.O.B. before he was a flat earther had some really great music. B.O.B. presents The Adventures of Bobby Ray is a whole vibe from start to finish.
Yeah, you used to listen to that all the time.
Yo, because B.O.B. had bars. I think he still has bars. He's just crazy.
Yeah. As most people with bars are.
Yeah. Molly Music, Molly Is. That album I have played front to back millions of times. Love that album. J. Cole, 2014, Forest Hills Drive. That's my favorite J. Cole album. Rihanna, Anti, best album of her pack of 8. All of them are great, but Anti is my favorite of them all. Anderson .Paak's Malibu. Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, and I'm not saying that because he's dead. I'm saying it because I actually listened to it before he died, and I thought it was great. Jadena, The Chief.
Oh, man, yeah.
Big Sean, I Decided. That album slaps. And Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. That slaps.
Cardi B was like 2018. She owns 2018.
Yeah, all day.
She did.
Yeah. My honorable mentions: Jim Jones, Wasted Talent.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mac Miller, Swimming. Jay-Z, 444. Joey Badass, All American Badass. Rick Ross, Rather You to Me.
You have so many honorable mentions.
Big Boy, Vicious Lies and Dangerous Rumors. That album is so good.
Yeah.
The Tribe Called Quest album, We'll Take It From Here. And Dime Trap by T.I. Those are my honorable mentions.
T.I.
I don't have as many honorable mentions at all.
It was hard. Like, listen, this is look, camera people. This is my list. This is like dead my list.
Her list is crazy.
Yo, I got like 40 things on here. Okay.
So my top 10, and then I do my honorable mention. I have one honorable mention, but does not mean that the other ones weren't fantastic. It was very hard.
This is really hard.
So my top 10, in no particular order, once again, was Molly Music, Molly Is. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. Tribe Called Quest, We Got It From Here. Jadena The Chief. Jay-Z, 444. Rhapsody, Latest Wisdom.
That one was really good.
Yes. Book of Ryan, Royce the 5'9".
I knew Royce would make it.
Snoop Dogg, Book of Love.
That's the gospel album, right?
Gospel album.
Mark was out here A&R'ing that album. Like, you would think that he was getting a check for how he was promoting that album.
Album was good.
He was promoting it like he was getting paid.
Bible Love, that album was good. Meek Mill Championships.
Yeah, that joint slap.
That album is 8 songs too long in my opinion.
Janelle Monáe, Dirty Computer.
Okay.
And then honorable mention, Big Boy, Vicious Lies, and Dangerous Rumors. I think I played that album like nonstop for a period.
No,
of time.
seriously, like you're the apple of my eye. That's my song.
Yeah.
Give it away. Give it away. You're the apple of my eye.
She just vibing right now.
And then there's a song on there, Tom Petty. Like that album is so good.
Yeah, that album's good.
Seriously, listen to that Big Boy, Dangerous Lies and Vicious Rumors. Vicious Lies and Dangerous Rumors if you haven't listened to it.
You're open to put up your own best albums of the last decade. I'm pretty sure that our albums are not the same ones you're going to use.
Right, and I'm sure there's some that like we didn't even think of.
These are the ones that we just liked a lot.
Yeah. Like literally, I didn't think about the Tribe Called Quest until this morning when Marcus was like, Tribe Called Quest.
Okay, so now that we have, where would you put? Because I was just, because like I said, I just heard, like I knew about this morning, so I kind of been raking my brain. I'm like, where would you put Drake and Future? What a Time to Be Alive?
Let's have a conversation about Drake for a second.
Yeah,
because I noticed neither of you really listed Drake, and I know you have your issues with Mr.
With Aubrey. Aubrey.
He is not on my list at all because I don't like Drake that much.
I don't know if I like his albums as bodies that much. Like he
I've
has
singles.
He has singles.
I've heard like it's not like I don't like any singles he's had. That's
like just like bodies of album. Like I tried to listen to that Scorpion album. I deleted that promptly off of my T-Dow. I couldn't do it.
Like I
couldn't do it.
I will always acknowledge his hustle. I will always acknowledge his star power. I will always acknowledge all those things, and that's why I always say that him and Kevin Hart are the same. I will always say that. Him and Kevin Hart are the same.
Like that.
No, I could do
him
that.
and Kevin Hart
I
are the
could get
same.
behind that.
They're both not the most talented and everything, but I acknowledge their star power. I just wish that they both were more dangerous in how they move.
They do. They found the formula and they follow it.
They're the most safe.
Yeah.
They found that formula.
And what they're doing, and which it works for them, which is fine. It's not for me. Which I think it's okay to say not for me.
Okay.
I don't think it's this at all.
Okay.
No.
I was just thinking. I'm like, I do know. I don't have a top 5, but I know if I did have a top 5 or top 10 of the decade, What a Time to Be Alive would be.
I mean, it was a good album. I don't disagree.
That was one of those albums like I listened to every.
I did like
it. It was that one. And
I'm not gonna lie and say Jumpman wasn't popping because it was.
But like people also say like my issue like when because like I didn't mention My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. A lot of people put that as the top one of the decade.
Yeah. I'm like, from what? What are you listening to?
But like a lot of people like the album.
But the album, because the album had so bigger influence on everything that came after it.
Correct. It did.
Massive influence.
It did.
Kanye in his prime.
It had an influence on a lot of things. It's just it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Y'all tried to get me to like it.
I'm not a person who like feel like they have to like if I didn't like it, I don't like it. I'm not
like I can dig that album, but I kind of like 808 and the Heartbreaks a little bit more. But that's me.
I didn't like that either.
But that's just me. But I would. My thing is, I'm trying. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, yeah.
Like Good Kid, Mad City was good too, but for me,
I would like.
A lot of people I like people a bit more, but I know Good Kid, Mad City is more widely.
And I get it.
Damn isn't another honorable mention.
Yeah, Damn was good too.
Damn was good. Wait, Damn won a Pulitzer.
Yeah, correct.
Come on, Pulitzer Prize winner.
I mean, if you win a Pulitzer,
you should be album. You number one.
No, like I said, I fully acknowledge all of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just certain ones that I sat with me more than others.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I do remember in my little whip trying to listen to Big Rings and Digital Dash. Oh boy, and Jumpman. All right, yeah. But Jumpman, it's so many, and like you said, there's like so many albums when they came out. And it's just like trying to get all of it. All of it to like one, to 10 albums is darn near impossible. It's hard.
And also what I realized, like listening to the Joe Budden podcast, is like a lot of the people who are under 30, Kanye West is kind of their king.
Yeah.
Because like they kind of like grew up with them.
That's what you grew. That's what you base it around.
So everything they kind of put him as like the leader for like that whole generation for anyone under 30. And so, like, they kind of leads them. Like, it's just not us. Because, like, I remember, like, they were having a big conversation, like, Reasonable Doubt versus my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Which
or
is blasphemous to say.
But if you think
watch
about,
your mouth.
But if you think about who they are,
think about
who they are.
When Reasonable Doubt came out, what, 96?
Yeah, like
so someone who's born in 1996 is what, 20?
But he said the same thing
Mm-hmm.
against Blueprint. He was like, Blueprint is like they said that's better than Blueprint, and like it's just who they are.
But didn't Blueprint have tracks produced by Kanye, like young Kanye?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Yeah.
Though?
It's just.
This
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Why you gotta ask me the hard questions right now?
What it
What does that mean? I don't know what it.
But I was more.
No
I
one
thought that
knows
was more
what it
just
means.
play.
It's provocative.
Get some people going.
A question I do want to have on the music topic is like in terms of
Do you want to let
collaborative.
Marcus tell us his music verse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I thought you said you only movies.
I had the movies, and then I started doing the music too.
Oh, okay.
Because and as we got to talking, I'll just keep adding, and it's like, oh man.
Do you have 10 somehow?
I've got more than 10, but I'd have to put number 1 as 1999 Joey Badass.
Okay.
I love that. I love it. I think it's technically a mixtape and not even an album.
Okay.
But I love it. I listen to it to this day. Before the Cash.
To this day.
Before the Cash.
You gotta grow up.
Arcandroid by Janelle Monáe.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I like it more than I like Dirty Computer.
Okay.
She's like the Andre 3000.
Did you go to the Hofstra homecoming the year she came and performed? Were you there? You missed it. It was so good.
I think I was in the Army by that point.
Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah. Under Pressure, Logic, 21 Adele.
I want to
Adele?
Yeah, I like Adele.
At 21 was popular.
Blow.
I want to like Logic sometimes. I really do.
I want to like Logic.
I want to.
I like Logic.
I think I like his music. I just think him as a person.
He's a weirdo.
I really want to like.
You gotta
I feel
relax,
like you say the
my
same
guy.
thing in every
You gotta
song.
relax.
Yeah,
It's like, all right.
exactly. Like
Right.
I want to like him. I do.
I've heard this, like I think it was one of the albums where it's like it was one thing he had where it was a concept like it was one person living a life. He was living the life of every single human being.
Yeah.
But it was a concept of like he was living it all at the same time, just in different points of view. But like so he could get. I like how he gets deep like that. But if the same thing you're gonna say is, "Hey, I'm biracial."
I'm biracial.
I'm black and
I'm
white,
biracial.
I'm black and white. I spit bars. I'm just like, okay. And anything else you'd like to add?
I'm black and white. I'm white and white. I'm black and black.
Okay, cool. And he does the shimmy. He does the Bennett shimmy.
Why? I don't like this. Oh my God. I'm black, I'm white, I'm white, I'm black. Y'all are the worst. Y'all just gonna let him cook, huh?
All day.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All day. Shoot.
No,
Continue with Childish Gambino Royalty. Again, I think that's another mixtape, but I really like that joint too.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City, 2014. Forest Hills Drive, of course. Like almost everything by J. Cole that would pass.
All of it.
Yeah.
It's vibed with me. I know not everybody likes J. Cole like that, but
Why wouldn't
he's
they?
right there.
What's their problem?
I don't know.
A lot of people's like because his tone is not that. His tone is more calm. A lot of people don't like that tone.
Yeah.
But like, go to a J. Cole concert. It'll bless you. It's very entertaining.
I forgot another one.
Before you continue,
All right, go ahead.
what I like about J. Cole more than anything is that he appeals to his core base. He does not care about anybody else.
No, he has his fans, and
And that's it. He's like, I pander to my fans.
His core base is just so large that it works out for him.
Yeah.
But he just cares about his core base. Like he'll have he has his mailing list. He's like, I'm having a concert in 2 hours. He will mail his mailing list, and that'll be it.
Yes.
He does not care about anybody else.
Those people are coming.
He's not trying to like market to anybody else, but his core base, and that's it.
Yeah, because we went to the KOD concert back in.
Yeah, I went to the KOD.
Was it October?
It was a while
No,
ago.
it was in the summer.
It was in the summer because I went to the one in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the one in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I feel like was it July maybe?
It was warm, so probably.
Yeah, either July or one of them ones and it was wonderful.
It was bomb.
I was like, I did not expect this level of excitement from
Like he has his core base and they're strong.
from J. Cole. So,
Oh, yeah.
And KOD was a great album too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And my last one to round it out right now, Dreams and Nightmares.
Okay.
To this day album.
I mean, that is an album opener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is how you open an album. Okay.
That gets me going.
In terms of top openers, there's a few of them. That's one of them. That's one of them.
And it kept.
I used to pray for times like this.
Like this.
Also, what I've realized is that like that's a very Northeast thing to be hyped about that song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were in Georgia and we were playing the song and like people weren't getting hyped.
People looked at you crazy.
And I was like, how do you
people not hear what's playing? Like
what's happening right
like
now?
We've been to Duce Palooza twice, and like the minute the DJ plays the intro chords, Meek ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah. That piano coming. That piano coming.
And all of a sudden, everybody's a rapper.
So
that's you know what? That's
like that to shine like this.
No, but you know what?
Gloves locked on wrists.
Hold on,
I gotta call this. No, you can't do. No, this is the Palance. This is the Palance of the East Coast.
It is
the South has their Palance. It's called what's it called? Surf and Swag.
Yeah,
that's
swag
their
surf.
Palance.
Swag surfing.
Swag surfing.
You're right, because when they play swag surf at Duce, everybody.
But swag surfing is very big if you went to HBCU.
If you went to HBCU, I picked it up because I've been around people that go to HBCU.
HBCUs are very big on swag surfing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because when we go to our conference, our young professional conference, they actually do the swag surfing and they do it very well. It's like everyone's coordinated. It's just like, oh, okay, very good.
That's where you lose me when you talk about coordinated.
You gotta start slow. You start out slow. Then you gotta go. Then you pick it up.
Oh man.
But I feel like, and I just realized that now that every region has that one song where like, yo, I'm hyped. And I'm hyped with you. And for the Northeast, it's Dreams and Nightmares.
So
the minute you hear, ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
You ready?
You know what time it is.
You know what time.
You know what it is.
Oh, let me check the clock. Oh, I know what time it is.
Listen, I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this.
Exactly.
So I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up ish in the back of a paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists. See the dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta get it. See it with a clear eye view. Got a shorty trying to bless me like I said I do. Come on now.
Okay.
You see how hyped we are right now, and we're just reading lyrics.
I'm trying to bring
We're letting this black moment happen. Okay?
Let the moment happen.
1 second.
I'm getting cream, never let them get in between of what we started. But I'm lion-hearted. They loved me when I was stuck and hated when I was departed. I go and get it regardless. Short like I'm an artist. No crawling, went straight to walking with 4 cars in my garage. Foreign ladies doing things. Anything.
Okay, I think we can move on now.
I did it without an album.
I just sold to Mariah.
Hey.
Little young man, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey rink.
I'm flying.
When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was leased.
Oh, was that leased?
Then I bought the new Ferrari.
Rest in peace.
Rest
in peace. Rest in peace to the parking lot.
Phantom so big, can't even
get in the parking spot.
You ain't talk about my man's gangsters moving silence, baby, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. I was on my
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all know that was finished. Y'all know that was ready.
Wait, it's not rented?
Yo,
I was
I had to let that black moment happen.
We had to let it happen. You gotta let it rock.
There are very few things in the world that will hype the East Coaster more than that.
Yeah,
very few things. Everybody will rap that song to the day.
Yes.
None of us have a Rolls Royce that we've ever parked in a parking
lot.
Not once. Not one of us.
Maybe Dalton.
Oh yeah, no, one of my friends.
But when people get to that part, when I bought that Rolls Royce, they thought it was leased. Haters, we came here on the 2 train. Nobody came. We don't have a parking lot at the Barclays. Everybody came here on the 2 train.
No, it's not happening.
It's great.
I remember being in Texas. That song slapped too when we were down there, and it came on, and I was sober. I was DDing. I was a designated driver, and we're up there, and I'm kind of in. It's a bar hookah lounge, and everybody's just kind of cooling and vibing. Mm-hmm. And like you said, that intro came on, and I looked up, and my boys made eye contact with me. and it was on.
It was on
Shirts
like
came off. Everybody.
No, we
wildin'.
No, we did that. We did that for What We Do.
What we do.
I was about to say before Junior
Before that,
Nightmares,
it was-
it was
Yeah,
What We Do.
is
And again,
What We Do is
somebody from Philly.
Yeah.
Billy folks are coming out with the songs.
Philly's giving us the East Coast hits.
Because What We Do was the one for.
Oh, yeah.
Because me and Marcus used to go back and forth with What We Do all the time.
No, I've seen
And your brother's wedding.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we did. Like when Marcus' brother got married and I was the DJ, that was the song that was requested at the end. I played that song. All the fellas came out of nowhere. They were coming out the
rafters.
Coming out the rafters, landing on their feet. Like, all right, let's go.
No, I was like, what is happening right now? Like everyone, like I don't feel like this is safe, guys. Yeah. We still hustle till the sun come up. Crack a 40 when the sun go down.
A cold winter. Y'all better bundle up.
Me and Marcus used to go back and
You
forth.
hard all day.
Unnecessarily.
If the feet aren't leaning and no heat stop working,
And my heat start working. I'm around me a person.
A whole person.
Listen, we gotta raise our kids while we living. Make $1 million off a record.
Man, out of prison.
Man, screw a Bentley or a Lexus. Just my
I'm
boys in the squatter.
Come on now.
Talk reckless. Did I hit him with the Simpson? I'm never snitching. I'm a rider. If my kid's hungry, snatch dishes out the kitchen. I'll be wildin' until they
Pick me out of lineup. Pick me out of lineup.
That's him. That's him over there. There you go. Listen. What was this? This was.
That was what 2000.
Yeah, that's
four?
that doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. This was what?
But it's the
Like,
same
oh,
energy.
no,
Same
if it
energy.
counts-
Same energy.
Yeah.
2003, yeah.
They call me the piano man. But move on.
Yes, and y'all know when I get married, I'll probably walk out to that.
No, that ain't no problem. We support you.
Thank you.
What was I going to say? Well, I wanted to mention, we're at 55 minutes.
Okay.
No, listen. Y'all knew what y'all signed up for in this end of year podcast. There was no structure. We was just gonna be able
We're
to
gonna
talk.
be wild.
Wild.
What I was going to ask you is, like, what do you think was, like, some of the great, you have to do, like, a list, but the great, like, collaborative albums?
Collaborative album.
Because you had Watch the Throne.
Yeah,
Watch the Throne was on
You
fire.
had the Styles P and the Tyler Quality.
Fabulous. Oh, I thought you meant.
Styles P and Tyler Quality.
Okay.
You had the Jada Kingston Fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had
Drake and Future.
Drake
Drake
and
and
Future.
Future.
You had Styles P and Dave East.
Okay.
I heard it.
I didn't hear
I didn't
that.
hear that one.
That was a good one.
Was the Nas and Damian Marley part of this? Okay.
Yes.
Wait, was it?
That was in 2010. That was in 2010.
2010?
That was 2010.
That counts.
I almost put that on my
Okay.
list.
Yeah, I'm like that. That one is it for me.
Yeah, that was
The Nas
that,
and Damian Marley.
that was 2010. That was fantastic.
Man, wow.
Yeah,
I
it
can't even.
Distant relatives.
Yeah.
I can't tell you off the top because they all hit. They all hit. Though they at least had a hit. You know.
I think Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne was
became-
probably the one that most influential out of all of them.
I think I liked it later.
Yeah.
I don't know if I liked it initially.
When it was out.
I don't know if I liked it when
After
it
that, after like a year or two, and after it being constantly on blast, like what's that song? What was the song?
What, Otis?
No,
That is my jam.
God to a King. King
Oh
to a,
yeah. There's no
Church in the
Church in the
Wild.
Wild.
Church in the Wild.
that song was ridiculous.
Yeah, but I didn't like it when it first came out.
Exactly. Me
I
neither.
didn't.
Me neither.
Not like I hear that joint now, and I'm just.
Now that thing slapped. I thought it slapped the first time I heard it. I was like, "What is this?" I like it. I'm with it 100%. I love it. No church in the wild.
Yeah.
It's a God to a non-believer.
Kanye, come back to us, please.
Don't believe
You miss old Kanye.
I know who my best collabo album. Big Sean and Janae Aiko. 2088.
Oh yeah, that
album,
was good.
Fam. Ugh.
I did Distant Relatives.
That's
I like Distant Relatives more.
That's it. Yeah, 2088 is fire. I didn't think I would like it because I'm like, I don't know if I like Janae Aiko's music
But
independently.
Janae, I like the
but
Janae.
I like her combos with
I
Big
had
Sean.
a friend, a female friend, that loved Janae Kiko.
Aiko.
What are you saying?
I'm like,
And like, I that's the only reason I was listening to it because I had a crush, a thing for this girl, and that's the reason that got me into her. I was like, I could vibe with this.
no, it was lit. It was lit.
She rock with incense and stuff.
Nah. Sometimes I don't know.
I believe you.
I think she.
Did
I
Marcus
used
like
to
a
love
neo
her.
soul girl?
I
into
always-
neo soul girls?
You got no idea. Like, listen, I'm eclectic when it comes to my women. We're gonna leave it at that.
She got candles and sit cross leg.
Yeah. she sits in. We can't say Indian style. That's racist now.
It is. It is.
What is the proper term?
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
She says crisscross applesauce.
She says crisscross applesauce with incense and plays Janae Aiko's "Calm Down" and burn sage.
But she could cook. She cooked, but she like black and Filipino, so she cooked. She cooked lumpia for me all the time, and it was good. I miss it. Anyway,
you have to get close to the mic also.
Oh, sorry. I'll get closer to the mic. I'm not used to this.
I almost didn't hear any of that.
Oh no.
Shame.
Good. You can edit that out.
Just edit that.
Just edit that out.
Yes.
But yeah.
What? I don't know what y'all think about this. Best feature.
Anything by Nate Dogg to this day.
Nate Dogg is dead.
Nate Dogg ain't dead. He alive in my heart.
That's fine.
Well, All I Do Is Win came out 2010.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that
had everybody on it.
Feed Me Rappers or Feed Me Beats.
I need a shrink.
I'm insane. I need a shrink.
I'm trying to think. What's my favorite feature?
When did Carter 3 come out?
Carter 3 came out before that. Carter 4 came out in the last 10 years.
Yeah, okay. It's Carter 4. Man, yeah, there was the
I know
music.
what my favorite feature is.
What? Is it Nicki Minaj Monster?
That was a really good one.
That was a good
Nicki
one.
ate that. She ate Monster. Jay, Kanye, who are they? Nobody's looking at them. What's Nicki saying?
Yeah.
I think my favorite feature of the decade.
Or was it Jay-Z Championships? Because that one was great too.
That one was great too. Just in terms of like pure ignorance, you know which one it is. Rick Ross and Jay-Z.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you can't say it. But yeah.
Effing me, you know I got it.
Hey.
I know she got
When that
it.
song, I remember when that song first came out, Kristin was like, "This is fantastic."
I love it.
Because Kristen's mindset of Jay-Z is a lot more refined.
Yeah.
So when she heard the song, she was like, she just imagined Jay-Z in a.
Just being hood again.
I'm like, Jay-Z, you want some hood stuff? I'm excited.
Yeah.
I was thrilled.
Jay-Z, Kristin was quite excited.
And when we went to go see Jay-Z in the concert and he performed, I was like, I heard the I was in the concert like, I was looking at Mark like, he's gonna do it. I just landed in Rome. Oh, hell, Caesar's home. Bars. I got my life. It's my fave.
Yeah.
It's my fave.
Feature. What about Old Town Road, the remix?
Okay.
With the 7-year-old.
Yo,
Where he's like,
Little Mason.
Ayo, yippee yo, Kaye. If you ain't got no giddy up,
then giddy out my way.
That might be the hardest bar of 2019. I'm gonna put it out there. Hardest bar of 2019.
I cannot.
I feel like that's the end of
My way.
That was
coming out of
That
the
was
mouths of babes.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Out of the mouths of babes.
That was bars. Little Mason need to go back to school.
I just don't understand
But those were
why
bars.
everybody was screaming, running down the hall with them.
Oh my God.
He's wild in these streets.
Wild in these streets. Yo.
He reignited that song again.
He really did.
Yes. Best diss track of the decade, back to back.
Nick Cannon.
Back to back.
No.
I don't want to hear about the seven.
I didn't even respond.
Not even when she tell him that they best friends. Not even when she saying Drizzy
No.
tell him again.
I hear what you're saying.
Disrespect.
The best track for me was Joe Budden to Jake. That song was fantastic.
Oh, the Joe Budden.
Making a Murderer?
Making a Murderer. Joe Budden did snap. He did snap.
Y'all gotta leave Joe Buttons alone, man. Like,
No.
I was like, Joe, why you acting like this?
yo,
Relax.
Don't
That
disrespect
Making a
him.
Murder?
No, he did go hard though. I was like, Joe, why are you doing
You're
this?
not going to Bell Biv DeVoe your way out of this one.
I was like,
I was like,
oh my.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
yo, I love that song.
This was a good decade, man.
Making a Murderer? I love that song.
This
I
was
wanted to bring this up real quick because
Yeah.
one of these. Because I am a fan of the rapper Fabulous. Some people made. I grew up, as some people grew up with.
It's a very New York.
It's a New York thing.
Yeah.
So one of the top albums that I liked was the Soul Tape series. Soul Tape 2. One of the hardest bars I ever heard, and I always loved this line: "When you crossed me, you lost me." Now, if I was guarding Derrick Rose, I would be more understanding. But you ain't Derrick Rose. You was my number one, but you ain't Derrick Rose. You try to make a point again. You ain't Derrick Rose. You just on some bulls. You ain't Derrick Rose. Like you used Derrick Rose like multiple, like 5 times in a row. Like that was.
It just did it for you. It gave you life.
That gave me life.
No, Fab does have some bars.
Fab has had bars for eons.
Fab has been doing it for literally 20 years.
What was it on the? Oh my God, the song with Jim Jones. It's on Jim Jones' Wasted Talent album. I think it's Nothing Lasts. Oh gosh, I gotta find.
That was from Kappa.
No, that was from Wasted Talent. Nothing's gonna last forever.
We got to move to movies.
No, we got to move to movies. I just want to find. I just want to find what Fab said on this, and then we can move on. Because when I heard it, I said, "What did he just say?" So Fab said, "I'm just different. No more N-words like us. Class discontinued. No more serving that. Had to switch the menu. No more in and out of jail. Just B-words or venues. No time for a square less I Richie MU. 150 on the wrist. Not the time though. Cover it in ice where the time go. They be coming after me all the time, yo. Yeah, I'm the tequila, not the lime. I'm paid in full and booked. And when I'm back, I'm going to show you how the coloring look. Don't nothing last forever. Heard bull on the hook. Still going crayon them like a coloring book. Forever flow can't kill me. They tried it. I came with the fire. Never Billy and Jod it. They steal and drip, heard my story be weak. Yo, I swear I hate you little N-words more than Tariq. When he said, I came with the fire, never billied and jotted, I literally stopped the record and went back. I said, never billied and jotted. I said, you're not going to talk about Ja Rule in this Fire Festival again. No, you're not. No, you're not. And then I hate you little N-words more than Tariq. That was really, really powerful because anybody who watches Power is tired of Tariq.
Everybody.
Tired.
I don't even watch the show and I hate the kid.
Yo, everybody wants
to die. Hate the kid.
Everybody wants their kid to die. I'm like, yo.
Somebody just need to put a bullet in him already. Like, what's going on?
He gotta
play games.
Play too much.
So movies, right?
Movies. Yes,
movies.
Movies. Okay. Who wants to start with movies?
I'm taking a back seat because I'm not a movie person.
Okay.
So I'll do mine first.
All right.
So the movies I have here are Inception.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That came out. Oh, yeah, it did.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah! Nerd!
Y'all two is the same person because Mark loves Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Limitless.
Okay.
Yes.
Deadpool.
Yes!
Deadpool
Again!
Now You See Me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that one.
Hidden Figures.
Mm-hmm. I did like that one.
It was all right.
Get Out.
Of course.
Get Out was great.
I hate you.
Black Panther.
Why you have half of my movies?
Because y'all the same person. I keep saying this.
Despicable Me.
Y'all are the same person. I keep saying this. Y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying.
And Red Tails.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Did I take y'all to see Red Tails?
I feel like we all went.
Yeah,
we went
with the church, with the
church.
kids.
Yes, we went. I remember.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I remember because I think I was a chaperone.
Yeah, I think it was with manhood training or something like that. Yeah.
Shout out to manhood training.
Who, Marcus, you want to go or you want me to go?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go, but so
Marcus
half
list?
of Mark's list, and then let me try not to.
No,
I'm just gonna list it. Just gonna,
say them once again.
Us, Get Out, 3 billboards over something, Edmonton, Missouri, or something. That was a good, very dark comedy. I like that. Again, Black Panther. Everything from Marvel, Disney conglomerate for the past 10 years. It was the greatest 22 episode television show that I saw in theaters. You know what I mean? Deadpool again, 13 hours, the Benghazi one. I like that, you know, being in the army and everything. Anything with guns and bullets. Warrior with Tom Hardy and I don't forget who the brother was.
Okay.
I feel like I remember seeing previews to that.
Despicable Me. Hateful Eight.
I did see that.
This Is the End.
Is that the one? Is that the one with Craig Robinson?
Yeah, with Craig Robinson and all
the
several all
yeah,
the comedians.
I remember that. Oh,
yeah,
God.
this is it's that literal end of the
Franco.
world. James Franco.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's have a conversation. Kristin really hates James Franco.
Really?
I do. Every time something about him irritates me. Like every time I see him, I just be like, ugh.
It's because he's
It's
the
a
Green
look.
Goblin in Spider-Man.
It might be the look. Might be the way he just looks.
She really hates James
I
Franco.
do not enjoy him.
And I think I've made fun of that way more than I should have about James Franco.
Because Mark would purposely put movies. I'm like, you know, I don't like him. Why is it off.
Pineapple Express was great. Pineapple Express.
I can't watch it
I
because
love
he's in it.
Oh no!
I can't take it. Like he annoys me.
I think we were we were playing Hangman. I think I definitely put James.
Just
Franco.
regular.
I forgot about that.
Because I think
the look I gave him when I realized that
she was going
passive.
through it, and then I think it got to like it was like Ames and then Ank, and she was like,
I looked at it and I said, "Wait,
Hold on. One gotten picking second. God. Okay.
I almost broke up with Mark that day. I was like, I don't want to date you anymore because you're trying to make too much fun of my pain, and it's not funny. You get on my nerves. You're annoying.
And then,
she really hates James Franco.
I don't enjoy him. I don't know.
and then Zombieland is my last one.
Zombieland was good.
Zombieland was great.
And I don't like zombie things, so I never saw it.
I love the zombie.
No, it's not a very zombie movie.
Okay.
It's more just really random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Bill Murray. Love it.
I can't.
I'm trying to think. And like I said, I really don't watch a lot of movies outside of like the comic books, the Marvel, DC, all of that stuff. So I actually had to take a look, see if I can find something that came out. Obviously, Get Out is on the list. I did watch Inception, so I'd say Inception has to be there. I thought Moonlight would be on y'all list.
Nah, I don't want to see. No, never mind.
I
I'm
didn't
not gonna
like
say
it.
what I'm about to say.
I saw it. It was okay, but like,
Don't look at me like that.
but get your mans. But for the way it was like sort of hyped when I finally did see it, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Oh, it wasn't okay.
It was okay for me. That's how I felt.
And like a lot of stuff, I really outside of my favorite Marvel movie has probably been the Avengers Endgame, followed by Black Panther. Well, Black Panther is up there. Captain America.
First Avenger or Civil War?
I like Civil War, but I think first the second one, Winter Soldier was better.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
Winter Soldier. I think a lot of people, especially like I've talked about this with my friends. When they put together their top list of
Yeah.
Winter Soldier was like top 5.
Yeah, Winter Soldier was good. So honestly, you know how I know Infinity War was good? Because I didn't want it to be good.
Yeah, what?
I didn't want it to be good because Black Panther came in the same year.
Yeah.
It was literally 2 months later.
Yeah, it came the same year, and we even took a long time to even see it.
Because we were like, we don't want it to make.
I remember that too. Because I remember asking y'all, like, have you seen it? I'm like, no.
We did it because we really did not want it to make more money than Black Panther. Like we were really like resistant against it.
Because we saw Black Panther like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
So like when I saw Infinity War, I knew it was good because like I really didn't want to like it, and it still was good.
Yeah, no.
I really did not want to like it.
If Endgame, Infinity War, like all this Marvel conglomerate of movies has been the best waste of time in my life. I love it. Like me being a comic book nerd, having all these comic books as a kid.
That's why I have Disney Plus.
It was like I'm eating it up. Eating it up.
Yeah, but based off my list, like I said, Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
I watched that every time it comes on. I'm like,
Mark is tuned in every time that movie comes on. Tuned in.
Like certain movies, I'm always watching every time it comes on. Scott Pilgrim. Now you see me. Every time it comes on, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, you will watch that movie time and time again.
Every time.
Yes, you will.
Every time it comes on, I'm watching it. Every time.
Which one was the other one that was kind of like that? 21. Did that come out? That was the Blackjack movie with Kevin Spacey. No credit to Kevin Spacey at this point.
And he be getting people killed allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
There was another. What was the other movie I wanted? There was a few movies I'm looking on the list, and I did want to see, like Baby Driver. I did want to see.
That
I heard
movie was horrible.
It was not good.
I heard Birdman was good
Oh, Birdman is good
with Michael
with
Keaton.
Mike Keaton, and he plays the washed-up superhero
Yeah.
actor. Yeah, that was
supposed to be.
I
good.
never saw that.
I never saw it.
Silver Linings Playbook is another one.
That
Silver
movie
Linings-
is so good.
Silver Linings
I love
Playbook
that
was
movie.
good though.
12 Years a Slave. I've never seen. I
got a
book.
story about 12 Years a Slave.
Oh boy, say
All
your
right,
story.
story time. Texas. I know we ain't got a lot of time. I'm sorry.
we got plenty of time.
All right, we
Yes,
got
we do.
plenty of time. Don't tell me that. So I'm in Texas, right? And I go out to see this girl. Me and her go to the movies, and we're like, And, I'm trying to impress her. I like her. I'm like, let's go see 12 Years a Slave. I want to show my wokeness.
That's a terrible movie to do that.
You didn't want to call a friend before you made that decision?
But here's the thing.
It's not a date movie at all.
No, not a date movie at all. But, I mean, like, she's black, I'm black. There wasn't a lot of black folk to do black things with. So I wanted to go see 12 Years a Slave. It worked out.
No.
Or maybe
that's not what you do.
Or maybe it didn't. Let's see where the story goes.
It did not work out.
Okay. Bring it closer.
We get over there and we start watching the movie. And we watch the movie, and you leave the movie, you're just very upset with everything.
Correct. Which is why I don't understand why.
Ain't even want to go to work in the morning. Like just look at you people. But trying to.
It's how you felt after you watched Roots. Where he was like,
just making that face. Is, nah. It's gonna take me a day or two to get over this.
So you got watch. That's why you have to watch it on Fridays, so that you have the entire weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We went on like a Saturday night, and then I was like, "There's the little bar across the street." I'm like, you want to just go to the bar and try to wash off all this negativity and black anger? We go into the bar and they're just playing country music, and I was like, "Nope, can't do this. Can't do this right now at all."
Yo, it was like that when I saw Get Out. I was with my friends in Connecticut, and we went to a bar, and I'm just around. I'm just like, I probably shouldn't be here right now.
Because Get Out, you was woke. You was like,
I have to get out. I know. It was like,
no, why did my coworker have that same teacup set?
Oh.
That the woman had in Get Out, and he trying to be funny came around stirring the spoon. I said, I will break that thing on the floor here. Don't play with me. I just saw Get Out. Don't play. I will break this whole thing.
Also, another special consideration, Logan.
Oh yeah, Logan was rocked for the nerd movies.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Logan. I mean, it was hopefully it's
Logan
not
was
the last,
good,
but Logan was a great end piece
for the Wolverine trilogy.
The Jackman era.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wolverine was in like a million movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman about a good 55. He tired.
He tired.
So back to Marcus's 12 Years a Slave story.
Yes.
So you went to the bar.
No, that was it. That was it.
Like
I couldn't wash the stink off.
Oh,
no amount of alcohol or water helped.
No.
It was bad.
You can't go on a date on a movie that will make you angry.
Yeah. It was bad.
Like that, you needed to wait for the movie to come on.
So you gotta watch it. You gotta go see like James Bond. You gotta go see
You can see 12 Years a Slave after your relationship for a while.
Yeah, like
and then go and do. You can't like
when you and the girlfriend need a date night.
Because now you're like,
I don't believe in those, right? Girlfriends, both.
because now every time she thinks of the date, she thinks of being angry.
I love you too, Marcus, but I just really don't.
Every time she thinks of the date, she thinks of being angry.
Denise wants better for you. So do I.
The gut punches.
The gut punch.
I'm just being honest, friend.
It's so true. I love you, Mom. If you listen to this.
Does she listen to this?
Sometimes. I don't know. I put them onto it, but them in technology. I just got them a new TV for Christmas. And it's been a pain in my butt.
Is your mother like my mother with technology?
Yeah, worse, probably. I was like, just tell it to go to HDMI 1. It's voice controlled.
Yeah, I know. I tell my mother the same thing all the time. You have the files, right?
Yeah.
I tell her all the time, just say what you want.
Just say
She's
what
like, but what channel? I don't know. How do I get to the channel? How do I get to... Just say it. Just say the channel.
Just say the channel. That's all you need.
But I don't know what channel.
It doesn't have a channel button. It just has a value button.
Just say what you want.
Mama. You gotta use the cable remote and the fire remote. You gotta use the remotes. I'm trying to...
It is so angry. I get so angry.
Oh, Jesus. It sounds very struggling.
And that's why I have an older sister to answer my parents' technology questions.
Oh.
And that's why I don't have an iPhone.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, it's frustrating.
You sound very triggered. Probably, probably you need some therapy.
I got them this TV. I immediately regretted it. I was like, all right, so we got to put your movies on there. All right, cool. What do we got to do? Let's get your movies on there. We're going to plug in the computer. And now all you have to do is switch it to HDMI 1. What's that? The plug-in. The 3 cables? No. The one that's like a little square with a little triangle on the bottom, kind of, that one. That one. No, that one. That one. Like, this is me being mad.
Oh, God, to be a fly on the wall.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall. I would have just gotten my life watching that exchange. Don't you worry.
We didn't do your movies.
Oh, movies. Yes, my movies. No particular order again. Bridesmaids.
Great.
Hilarious movie.
Absolutely.
Hilarious.
It was good.
Girls Trip, like cackles all day. Tiffany Haddish broke out in that movie. Pacific Rim.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. I will watch that movie over and over and over again.
Giant robots and Idris Elba.
I love it. It was great. Best Man Holiday.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. I really like that. Why?
I like Best Man. The first Best Man, classic. Love it to death.
Yeah.
Like that was how I imagined my love life to actually end up going. By no stretch of the imagination did it go.
Wait, does anyone consider
girlfriends or dates?
Does anyone? Where we're going. I have a question. Because I was looking on Facebook, everyone talks about Christmas movies. Does anyone consider Best Man Holiday is a Christmas movie, right?
It's called
Yes.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I figured, because I never see that come up as like top. I mean, I know everyone's top holiday movie is Die Hard, but like I never see.
Well, you have to remember that people are very anti when it comes down to newer movies of an old movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, are you going to be much longer? We have this. Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
No, we're
person
good.
walked
We
over
should be
with the
good on
sign.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we have like 20 minutes.
okay. So movies. Continuing. Black Panther, obviously. Wakanda Forever. The Equalizer.
Yeah.
I can watch that like time and time again. Denzel walking around here killing people with power tools is just it's life. The Kingsman, Secret Service.
Loved it.
Wonder Woman.
That was good.
I love.
good.
And then my animated ones. Moana is a fave. I love
I'm about to
Storks.
start singing.
I love Storks.
Okay.
And finally, Coco. If you've never seen Coco, see Coco. I mean, if you want to cry. If you don't want to cry, then maybe don't watch Coco. But those were some of my faves.
Make Coco sound like the This Is Us of animated movies.
Maybe. The Equalizer was really good too.
Yeah.
I
I also really
Equalizer
liked,
2 was also good too.
The other one I wanted to write down, I didn't write down on this list, Colombiana.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I love that movie. I'll
There's
watch
a
it time and time
scene in
again.
there where they're playing a song by some British guy, but it's a Portishead song called
In Colombiana?
Give Me a Reason to Love You, or Glory Box. It's called Glory Box. But it's sang by a guy in this version. It was really good. I remember that joint.
Yeah.
It's stuck. Anyway,
It's lit.
Right.
It's lit.
Want to do the books real quick?
Yeah.
So
books.
we both chose 5 each.
I don't have a book.
So my top 5 books were An American Marriage by Tayari Jones, Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Mother of Black Hollywood by Jennifer Lewis, Bitter in the Mouth, it's by this Vietnamese American writer. Her name is Monique Trong, and My Voice by Angie Martinez. Those are my favorites of the decade. Because Angie Martinez, My Voice, she talks about her interviews with Tupac and stuff like that. So like that was really cool to read
I
about.
thought you were going to choose the Michelle Obama book.
Nah, I ain't finished reading it, so I can't choose it.
Okay.
In all honesty.
Okay. I forgot to write down the book you're talking about, but I'll let you know when I get to it. All right, my 5 are Born a Crime by Trevor Noah.
Hey man, I like that.
Still ain't finished reading it.
Saul Williams, USA. Terrorism and Other Topics for Tea, which is done by my friend Ashley Lumpkin. She also wrote this book here, which is called #Ashley Lumpkin. I'm not just saying because my friend. I'm also saying because she's a fly poet.
Yes.
She's like one of my favorite poets.
And she's going to be Women of the World Poetry Slam coming up in March, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, along with Tier.
Yeah, Tier's going to be there too.
Tier from
Really?
from NPC. Yeah, she's going to be part of this Poetry Slam thing.
Nice, dope.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, Between the World and Me. And just from my daughter, because this book was fly when I was reading it for her. It's called Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History by Vashti Harrison.
Yeah, if you have a little girl, it's a great book.
Get into that book. That book is awesome.
Yeah, like every page talks about some like a woman in Black history, and it's not just like Rosa Parks, the popular people we all know about. Like I learned a lot from reading that book to Avery.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people, Black women in there that I'd never heard of that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah,
So.
it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
And that's the 5 books. Anything else? You said you have some TV shows?
Some TV. I had written down some TV because I watch a lot of TV. I truly do.
This was the last one.
So we'll do TV and then like reflections.
Right.
From everybody. So TV, best TV of the decade. This is not in any particular order. These are just some shows that I thought were popping
A
this
lot
decade.
of shows. You pick all of them?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
Stranger Things.
Okay.
Okay.
The Office.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Except for the last episode.
As a nerd, I have not watched Game of Thrones, and I'm sorry, people.
I haven't watched either. Kristin has.
Atlanta.
Great.
Yep.
Bob's Burgers.
Yep. All American was good.
All American was good. That O.J. Simpson American Crime Story, some of the best television I've ever watched. That was so good.
What is the movie? What is the
so good?
What was the TV show from that crazy story with those people that was like that guy was out here sleeping with everybody?
R. Kelly?
No. Remember that? It was like that white guy who was out here. He slept with he abused the daughter, then he slept with the mother, then he slept with the father.
Oh my God! What was that documentary?
That joke was insane.
What is y'all watching?
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Abducted in Plain Sight.
It's on Netflix. Go
that
find it.
junk is insane.
Honestly, one of the wildest things I have ever seen.
That is the most.
I mean, the top two wildest things I've seen for this decade: Abducted in Plain Sight and the R. Kelly documentary. The two wildest things I've seen this whole decade.
It's insane.
Yo, you gonna be watching it like how, Sway?
How does it happen? How?
Yo.
Wow.
Mad wild.
He slept with that whole family.
With the whole family. It was craziness. And like the justifications and it was just like, what are y'all talking about? You people sound crazy.
After abducting their daughter.
It was
what?
nuts. Yeah. Go watch it. It's really mind-boggling.
It is insane.
My other ones: How to Get Away with Murder, Frankie and Grace. The Get Down was good for however long they had it on. Yeah, the first season. The second one I couldn't take it. Pose, Blackish, Insecure, Power.
Word.
Those are some of mine. And then if everybody wants to tell us real quick, what is your favorite moment of this
decade?
This decade. I'll tell y'all mine.
When
Joe Budden dropped the mic and walk off at the BET Awards show on the Migos, and the Migos stood up in order of importance.
That's accurate.
That is accurate.
Once I heard someone say that, I couldn't unsee it. I was like,
they stood up in order of importance.
I said, yo, that is my moment for the decade, because that was the funniest thing I have ever seen. And then the memes of the lady in the background, like, yo, it was everything. It was everything I needed. It was my favorite moment of the decade. I'm sorry. Favorite moment.
I think my favorite moment of the decade was, I'll have to go with two things. The prevalence of memes in general, and how that has become such a way for people just to communicate. Like, I can make this face, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's the door meme." Easy, real easy. And so I think the prevalence of memes is one of those things that you realize how much everybody has in common, because everybody is following the same things. My second greatest moment of this decade is the election of Donald Trump.
Go on.
Oh, not saying any. I'm not going to talk bad about Commander in Chief, because I cannot.
Not, because you got a job.
And but the way it has woken up, not just Black America, but America in general, where we can see what we still need to work on. Something like that has never happened in this country.
Correct.
And I think it is the catalyst for hopefully a lot greater things, us to move into a direction that is more equal, more tolerant, more American, for lack of a better word, and that the bad things that this election has brought to pass, I think that will be, in the long run, outweighed by the good that is coming from it.
Correct.
So that's where we're at.
I think my favorite.
When I said this name, you gave me that face. I was messing with you.
No, I knew why you said it.
I know, yeah.
Because I knew you weren't going to say something. You weren't going to say something different.
You weren't going to say something that was going to make us be like, well, that's great. Marcus used to be a friend.
Kanye for president.
So,
okay.
what
Don't look at.
We could fight afterwards.
I think the greatest moment was after Black Panther was released for me, because like it was a funny time. Because like number one, it was so many levels. Number one, it was like just people just excited about it, and like how like Black people across the world was just excited about it and just going to dressed up to it. But not that they were going dressed up for it, but they were going dressed up for it for like months.
Like seriously. And everybody was doing Black Wakanda Forever.
Like we went.
Pastors was
we went
preaching
again
sermons on Black Panther.
We went again with I think Kristin's sister like a month and a half later, and people were still dressing up going to the movie.
Yeah.
And like that doesn't happen.
Dashikis and Kuvis.
Yes, Dashik. Everybody was giving us their finest African attire.
Usually it just happens like the first 2 weeks of movies. It was happening for so many weeks.
Yeah, and like I saw so many different like activities and events that different groups were hosting.
Yeah.
That were inspired by Black Panther. It was like insane.
Yeah, and then like the unnecessary outrage was hilarious.
Yeah.
People like this. It's not real. Joe, act like it's real. Like we know it's not real.
Like we know Wakanda's not.
We're very happy.
If it were, we'd be there. We wouldn't be here doing this with you.
Neither is Santa Claus, and y'all complain about
like-
other
like
people
calm
saying
down.
Happy Holidays instead of Merry
Like,
Christmas.
Just get back like it's not real. Or like the outrage was unnecessary and hilarious.
I'm like, you big man, huh?
But like I think it was like an inside joke that we all were in.
Yeah.
And we were very excited about, and then people were just very upset, not understanding why. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious to watch.
It was.
Yeah.
Truly.
Absolutely.
It was like a big inside joke, and I think it was the same one with Get Out. It was like a big inside joke that was just hilarious to us.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's walking about like, well, who he in the sunken place?
it was just a big inside joke that like we were. I think I like when like something naturally like an inside joke becomes a national, and other people are just so confused, and we're just like, oh, this is fantastic, and people don't know
what's going on,
and people are just confused about why
it's the life of the meme.
People don't understand why it's so popular. Like people didn't understand why Black Panther was so popular. So, like, why is it so popular? I'm like, it's still making money.
It was like watching Blade Runner, only for Black people.
Correct.
You don't see where a world that is prevalent for African Americans, where we are the leaders in technology, where we are the leaders in diplomacy, where we have all the resources and money. Like what Africa could be was expressed in that movie.
Correct.
If Africa could get their together. I mean, just one. See,
I'm
look
proud
at
of you.
it.
I'm proud of you. You made it all the way to the end. I'm proud.
So you're gonna hear a loud beep.
Don't be alarmed.
And that was
It's fine.
Marcus cursing that we're gonna try to take out.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It'll be all right. He made it almost the whole podcast without cussing, so I'm proud. I'm really proud. I'm really proud. What about you, Ken? Any moments? Any moments for you?
I think you already touched on this. The Black Panther movement when it came out and everybody was so hyped to see it. So hyped to see it, and people talk about how they've seen it 3 or 4 times to support it. And I know it wasn't the biggest movie. The box wise, it wasn't the biggest movie of 2018, and I don't know if it won any
But it was
major award.
Yeah,
I think it pushed the narrative in terms of
a lot of things.
This is what we can do if we actually come together
Yeah.
and like just do our own thing.
And I remember even when like they were talking about it and like how they wanted what they call Chadwick Boseman to have a British accent.
Yeah,
because they were saying that people are not gonna listen to an accent from that continent of Africa for a whole movie. They said that people are not gonna listen to that.
You sure did.
All of us.
And I'll watch it again.
But like people were saying like, oh, that's because and that's why I think we had a podcast about this before. Like Hollywood doesn't know what they're talking about.
No, Hollywood is consistently wrong about what Black people like.
Yeah,
they're constantly wrong about what Black people like, what Black people come out for, and what our power is.
Yes,
they're always wrong.
But they're gonna. They know. They took note.
Because ever since then they're like, oh, maybe we should start doing this. I'm like, oh, now you want to listen to us? Because like ever since then, there've been a lot more Black movies.
Right.
They're getting passed through.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen Queen and Slim yet.
We want to see that.
Y'all need to go see it.
We heard it's good.
Go see it. It's very good. It's upsetting. We'll go see it.
Okay. Anything else?
Does anybody have any like New Year's resolutions? Anything that they're trying to do differently in this new decade? Any lessons that you've learned from this one that you feel will manifest themselves?
2029, I'll quit doing the bad things to my body.
Like,
I appreciate that you think we have that much time. It's like out there, but whatever.
I just want you to use different words.
I feel.
That's what you use.
I feel like if you had said like maybe by the end of 2020, I'd be like, okay, but 20, like you're just basically opening yourself up for 10 more years of shenanigans.
What are you talking? Shenanigans.
Mark,
it's always an adventure.
You ain't gonna sit up here and lie now. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right.
What about you, Mark?
2020. I just want to exercise more.
Same.
Same. I want to
Maybe you should join the army.
Nope.
Because I remember pre-army Marcus. The army's got Marcus.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No, you shouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend it.
Nope.
These are jokes. These are all jokes. Mark does not want to do that.
But like, I want to just make sure I know what's going on. Like, just not let my busyness and my frustration get the best of me, and just be able to focus more.
Word. What about you, Kent?
I don't know. The biggest thing I need to really do is just take care of myself, like physically. So
eat a salad.
Eat a salad. Actually going to the doctor and the dentist and the eye doctor probably be good ideas.
Yeah.
Healthcare is expensive.
I mean, especially if I'm paying for it, I might as well use it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
might as well take advantage of it and not wait to the last minute.
So, amen.
Yeah. I think for me, we're all at that age where it's like physical, like our bodies are starting to be like, nah, sis.
Check knees night is on.
Yeah, the
knees
light is on. Yes, it is. Watch when I get up from here when we finish recording this. I'm about to limp away because my left knee just doesn't like me. Whenever I sit down for a long period of time and get back up again, my left knee is like,
word.
Now, sis. So yeah, I think taking care of physical health, and I think for me, getting into a PhD program is on my agenda for this next decade. Getting into and successfully completing a PhD program is next on my agenda for this next decade, God willing. Because I'm like, I've been putting it off forever. I should have started it. I remember Reverend Tuggle told me like back when I was like 24, you should do it now. And I was like, I just got out of this master's program. I'm not doing any more school. And now I'm like, now I feel a little more sure about like what I want to do career-wise. I'm like, I kind of have to do it if I want to do this. And so I'm like, I've been hesitating, and I've been trying to do the GRE since 2017, and I haven't done anything yet. So I'm like, all right, it's been 3 years. I need to get myself together. So that's on my agenda for 2020.
We're going to quickly do a BLMT tip and get out of here.
Yeah.
BLMT tip real quick. Everybody's doing 2020 vision for their company themes.
Yes, everybody's theme is 2020 vision.
But if you're not, it is good to have a theme though. It's good to have every year to have a theme for your business. So you have something that you're focusing on. I know you need a mission statement, but good to have a theme. So you don't have to do 2020 vision like everybody else is doing, but try to think of a theme that you want to use for 2020. What kind of goals that you have for your business, and figure that out for this year. So you can, just so you have personal goals, have business goals also.
Word.
Quick BLMT tip. And we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. This was so much fun.
It was a great time.
All right, Marcus, you need to come join us more often. You and Kent together. It's great. Come on down, guys, more often.
It was good times.
Yes.
Once again, you can find us on allovenofearpcast.com.
Yes, on the...
you can email us at allovenofearpcast@gmail.com.
We're on the socials.
We're on socials.
Instagram,
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And just find us, talk to us.
We out
email
here.
us.
We out here.
Let us know what you want.
We outside.
Happy 2020.
Yes, happy New Year. May you be blessed and prosperous in 2020. 2019 was a great year for us. We started this podcast, and we're ending the year with a great episode. So I'm good. I feel good. All right.
So we're going to catch you later.
Peace.
Hey, take care, everybody. Happy New Year. Bless up.
One.
Bless up.
We bid you
adieu. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
It's the All Love, No Fear podcast.
Hey.
It's the All Love, No Fear podcast.
Hey.
Check us out. It's the All Love, No Fear podcast.
Podcast.
All Love, No Fear podcast.